Hello, am I audible? MSMEX team?
Yes, sir, you're audible and visible.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining today in the fourth series of masterclass on fundraising. And I welcome all of you to participate in an interactive fashion so that we get some good discussions today. So all of those, apart uh, those who are students, please write S in the chat box. And those who have startups and they are founders or co-founders, please write F on the chat box. Okay, got it, got it. So almost all of you are founders. Very nice. Okay. So what I will do today is I will first run a presentation as to the what investors are looking for. And before that, let me tell you a bit background about myself. So first, let me. So, are you able to see my screen, Abdul?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, how to raise funds? This is our discussion today, and this is about me. I have a 20 plus year experience in fundraising and finance. I was part of the private equity practice at Deloitte and Touche. And then I was part of the team at Brand Capital, which is the Times of India's venture arm. And I headed the treasury at MTS India, the Russian company Sistema's India unit. Raised almost $2.5 billion for the company in 3 years. And I was CFO of a logistics company owned by Guggenheim Partners, the $200 billion American private equity fund. I'm an investor in four companies personally, but Consultancy Ventures, my company, does not invest. We have relationships with more than 350 global investors, and they include investors from Singapore, Hong Kong, India, Dubai, US, UK. And I'm also a mentor and judge at entrepreneurship cells of IIT Mumbai, IIT Delhi, IIT Chennai, IIT Kharagpur, and IIT ISM Dhanbad. So my team, we create documents for fundraising like pitch deck, business plan, and valuations. And we also do fundraising and business advisory. I'm also a venture advisor with Loyal VC, which is the INSEAD-led Canadian VC fund, having a core portfolio of over 200 investments in more than 35 countries. Uh, Over the years, I have arranged funding for startup and growth stage companies in tech and non-tech sectors. You can see the recommendations on LinkedIn and also on my website, consultancy.com. My expert opinion is sought by publications like CNN News 18, VCTV, Business World, Business and Economy, Curious, and Digital Market Asia. I've done more than 150 talks in the last 1.5 years. You can check YouTube or VCTV streaming site, latoken.com, or on the corporate website, consultancy.com. Academically, I did my studies from Harvard Business School, an MBA in finance from University of Delhi, and engineering from the Technological Institute of Textile and Sciences. So basically, what are the information which is needed by investors? Uh, if all of you are those who are able to hear me, please write Y on the chat. Yeah, so okay, so I'm audible. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So basically, the first thing which the investor sees is the problem statement. So basically, what is the problem faced by your customer, or the humanity, It can be any kind of problem like environmental problem, like luxury goods problem, or health problem, or education problem. It can be any problem. So your business has to target to address that problem. So the second thing is solution. What is the solution you are proposing? If your solution is uh, incorporates technology, then you will be able to get a better uh, uh, response from the investor. Abdul, my voice is fine. I hope it is not breaking.
Your voice is clear, sir.
Okay, thank you, Abdul. So the solution, if it incorporates technology, then it is scalable. It grows very fast, and it is adopted by a lot of people through the internet. And smartphone is a common, very useful platform if you want to solve the problems faced by customers. Um, because of the scalability factor, the technology startups are very sought after by investors. Right now, we are seeing a boom in India. There used to be 4 billionaires being created every week in China as recent as 4 to 5 years back. And we are seeing the same phenomena happen in India. 4 to 5 companies are turning unicorns, which means the valuation is more than $1 billion. And every week we are seeing between 2 to 4 companies becoming unicorns. And the craze has caught on with the investor. And the team behind is very important, because a good team can improve a faulty product. And so the investors, end of the day, they are betting their money on the team. It should be a very balanced team. It should have technology, marketing, HR, product, finance. So you have a mix of co-founders, and you have a mix of some other uh, you know maybe CTO or a CXO who have ESOPs or salary. So the fourth part is market size and opportunity. Market size and opportunity is very important, because if you are operating in a small market, naturally your revenue won't go very high. Even if you capture 50% of a small market, your revenue will be low. Then you will have to spend money to grow the market. So, which is not an ideal situation. So, market size is very important. You should, like there is a fund based in AeroCity, Delhi, which told me that in their investment thesis, one of the factors is that the market size in which the company should be operating should be a minimum of $5 billion. So, uh, D2C is a very good sector nowadays, direct to consumer, which means selling through your own website, your own brand. And D2C has, as a sector, has crossed $5 billion. It was $4 billion very recently, but it crossed $5 billion. Then the other aspect is product. The importance of a product is that you can tell the customer, the investor, my product is ready. So you can give a demo of your product to the investor. Now, you must remember that 60 to 70% of the startups close down because they created the wrong product. Uh, and even if the product was not wrong, the business model was not correct. The business model behind the product. So business model means how will you earn from the product? And 60 to 70% startups close down because they created a product for which the customer does not exist. And that is the importance of product. Then business model is even more important, whether you will earn on commission or monthly payment, like SaaS. SaaS works on monthly payment or quarterly payment or yearly payment. So all those factors form the business model. Next is the traction. Traction means what is the customer growth, revenue growth, what is the growth which you are doing in terms of revenue and non-revenue factors like number of customers, number of vendors. So what is the traction right now? A lot of companies which come to me, some of them, they say that they are pre-revenue, but being a pre-revenue, pre-seed kind of company is a challenge for the investor, because the investor does not have any idea about you know what is your strength, what is the product you are creating, whether you have finalized the product market fit, PMF, which means have you finalized the distribution strategy, have you finalized the marketing, go to marketing strategy. So all these, they form a part of PMF. And it is after PMF that a lot of investors, they feel very confident in giving you a pre-series A or a series A. And before that, a lot of investors, they feel that they are too early and they need to do a lot of work. And that's why a lot of accelerators and incubators, um, they have support services. So they say that we will help our companies operationally also. And they have support services like co-working space, internet, company formation. They would have company secretary. For accounting, they would have a CA. For taxation, they would have a CA. They will have tie-ups. So you will get cheap access to quality services. But these accelerators and incubators, they take equity. Apart from equity, the services which they give is for some initial period. So the co-working space they give is usually for 1 year. Beyond that, you will have to pay. So this is what is meant by traction. Now the next is competition. What is your competition? Which are your closest competitors? And this is very important, because a lot of the time it is very difficult for an investor to understand your business. So he looks at the competition and he understands what you are trying to create. And since you are giving the competitor's name, you should give your competitive advantages also. How are you better or different across some parameters, maybe 5 to 6 parameters? Then comes the financial projections. This is most important. How much money you will use and how much business will that generate in the next 5 years? The revenue, which is the top line, operating profit, which is EBITDA, earning before interest, taxation, depreciation, and amortization, and then net profit. And after adjusting the net profit for changes in working capital and taxation, taxation already addressed, changes in working capital, you will get an estimate of free cash flows. And these free cash flows over a 5-year period, we estimate the present value of these 5-year free cash flows by using a factor called cost of capital. And once we use cost of capital and determine the present value of these 5-year free cash flows, then we get a figure which is the valuation of the company, and the method is called discounted cash flow. So discounted cash flow gives a good idea about the value of a business considering its future potential. Then comes the ask, how much funds you are asking for. This is very important. A lot of the time, the companies are not clear how much funds they are asking for. And laying it down in rupee terms, in dollar terms, makes it much easier for the investor to understand the cash burn requirement. So, when you ask funds from an investor, you have to tell him this fund will last for 12 months or 18 months. So the cash burn over a 18-month period is what you are asking for. And then after that, you will again look to take more funding. Then the use of funds, how much funds will you use in marketing? How much funds you will use in technology, product development, HR, and so on. So that is about use of funds. And the last is the future roadmap. Future roadmap would mean how many customers you will have in the next 3 years, how many offices you will open, suppose in the next 6 months. So I will give you a slide. This is the problem statement, solution, team behind, market size and opportunity, product and business model, traction, competitor analysis, competitive advantages, financial projections, how much funds you are asking for and the use of funds, and the future roadmap. So this is the presentation, and I will urge you to look at masterclass, the power series. After the masterclass, it will this the overall topic is global venture capital, but there are 4 sessions. One session is what do investors want, how do they structure the transactions, then what is an investor's term sheet. It is a 20-page document which the investor issues, which has the rights and responsibilities, how to create a pitch deck, and how to do valuation of a company. So these 4 sessions spread over 6 to 8 hours, each session 90 minutes. The offer price including GST is 6,000 rupees. And this is the presentation for today. I would like to keep it quite interactive, so I will take your questions from the chat and the Q&A, and address it accordingly. So one more thing, you all are invited to join me on LinkedIn, and I'm giving my LinkedIn profile on chat, and also my company's website. And for registering in the Power Series, you can approach the MSMEX team here, and I'm also giving my email ID. Yeah, this is the link. MSMEX team has given the link for registering. You all are invited to connect me on LinkedIn, register for the Power Series. This is my email ID, and happy to answer questions. Happy to answer questions. So this Q&A section, okay. Shyamal says, sir, my project is more at grassroots level, not into high-tech dependent, and supplies to the infrastructure to all of this. Should I not look into private investors? Shyamal, what happens is that every business has a particular funding requirement to grow, and I don't know, I think supply something to the infrastructure companies. So that part of the business is cyclical, because I think your supplies would have a commodity angle to it and the pricing to it. And secondly, infrastructure sector in India is facing headwinds problem since 2012. In 2012, the government at that time, they had given 20 lakh crore worth of loans to private companies in 2011 and 2012. And 13 lakh crore out of that, 65% did not come back. So the public sector banks, the capacity of their balance sheet to lend is limited. But in your kind of business, private equity and angel investment is available. Venture capital is not so much available, but angel investment and private equity would be available. So you can approach me. I will look at what best can be done for your kind of business. And okay, the next is difference between business model and business plan. So the business plan is a 25 page project report. It covers the business model. So, it covers distribution strategy, go to market strategy, your HR strategy, your strategy of expansion, how much fund utilization. So, the business model will be a part of the business plan. Basically, business model means that how will you earn money. So it includes your pricing. Maybe you have 4 types of products, and each product is targeted to a separate customer, and what is the pricing of that product. So that all everything forms the part of business model. And business model is a part of business plan, because business plan is a comprehensive project report. Mukund Mishra says, "Sir, I have no money to invest in my business. Should I go for a loan?" So the loan availability in India is, a bit challenging. So what happens is, if a person who has opened a new company, he goes to the bank. In India, the bank will ask him uh, for 3-4 things. One, they will want to know what is your income, and whether in your income you will be able to pay the interest and principal of the bank. And so the cash flows. So that is one thing. Second thing, they will ask for collateral. They will say that you give me some property. If your loan money does not come back from you, we can take over the collateral, take over the property. So they will ask for a safety net. And then there is venture debt. Venture debt is available with those companies which already have venture capital. So a venture debt company you go to, they will say that you already have venture capital funding. We will give you venture debt, but apart, because we are not taking any collateral. So the venture debt guys don't take any collateral. So instead of that, they take, uh, they want some extra return on the equity. So they will give you loan, they will take some shares, and they will want that these shares should fetch them a very good return. So apart from interest, they take a upside on the equity. So that is the business model of venture debt. If you have a consumer business, Mukund Mishra, if you have a consumer business, you can go for revenue based financing. And revenue based financing is being offered by Club and Get Vantage and 3-4 other companies. What it means is, if you are selling through your website, then the payment gateway will be there. So they will give you loan, and they will put a escrow on the payment gateway. So 1.5 to 3% of whatever revenue you are making will go from the payment gateway to the bank account of the revenue financing company. And if they have given you 100 rupees of loan, the money they will take is 150 rupees. So they will take 50% interest rate over a period of 4 to 6 months, but they will take it directly from the payment gateway. It is a very costly financing, but it is easily available to consumer startups, and it does not have a collateral. So Mukund Mishra, you can also go for angel investment. You prepare the documents, you first do your research, identify a new startup which you want to open, and then you approach. We can help you. My company can take your case to accelerators, incubators, and uh, angel investors, and we can do that for a 2 to 3 months period. Ravi says, how do we value your company, which is just 6 months in business? We are into food and beverages and have been reached out by few potential investors and they've asked for valuation. Uh, Indirect competition is with beverage and ice cream industry. So Ravi, as I told you, discounted cash flow is one way which by which we can value your company. The second way is we can compare your company with listed companies on the stock exchange which are similar to yours. So we can look at food and beverage companies listed on the stock exchange. From that, we get certain ratios, and those ratios we use to put on our company, uh, on your company's financial performance, and thus we can get a valuation. Third is we can look at the transactions which happened in similar companies like yours recently, and from that we get some multiples, revenue multiple, EBITDA multiple, and then we use those multiples on your financial performance. So my company does the valuation. You can approach me through LinkedIn. I will put my LinkedIn again on chat. Then Vishal Munga says, does early stage. Early stage, the problem is people will give you less money. They will give you 15 lakhs, 25 lakhs, maybe 40, 50 lakhs. Uh, so, the money you will get is very less. But, if you are taking money from foreign investor, then you can get 2 crore, 3 crore in, so from angel investor. And, uh, and also, you can, uh, early stage. Okay. So, you can get funding. You can do your, you can pitch your startup to foreign platforms like Y Combinator, and they give you $100,000, $300,000, and they give in a structure which is called, you know, it's called. Uh, Basically, they take convertible preference shares, and the valuation of the shares is decided later. So they have a iSafe agreement, which they call it, and through that safe agreement they give the funding. So that option is also available. Rushik says, we are manufacturing unit, streamline unorganized food segment. Um, Unorganized food segment does not matter, Rushik. All these investors, they understand that food sector is very unorganized, and it has a lot of cash component. So you can definitely look for funding. And Somendra Shulda says, Shukla, sorry, IVF fertility. A discounted cash flow method apply for health. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Discounted cash flow method applies to all businesses because it is based on the 5-year projections of your future cash flows. So it applies on all businesses, and it is because it is based on cash flows, it gives a lot of comfort to the investor. Uh, and Somendra Shukla says, what is the best time to go for equity dilution? Best time is after product market fit, when you have already have revenues. So if you have 50 lakh revenues, you can look to get a valuation of 5 to 8 crores maximum. So if you have 1 crore fund revenue, you can look at even more, 8 to 10 crores, 12 crores. So it gives a very good option to the investor. And the maximum competition amongst investors is at post PMF, at pre-series A and series A. That is the maximum competition. Sukumaran Ajish says, I like to set up poultry farming to purchase land. How to get loan for land? As per RBI norms, the loan for land is not available. You can get loan against property. So use your existing property, get a loan on that, and use that money to buy land. That you can do. But if you go to the bank, tell them you need money to buy the land, they won't give you. Difference in VC, seed funding, and fundraising. Uh, no, so venture capital means all kinds of funding. Uh, but venture capital funds basically they use others' money, so they raise money from pension funds, endowment funds, you know, hedge funds, and they use that money, generate a return, and then give the return back to the investor from which they raise the funds. Seed funding means initial funding. Fundraising means it can be debt raising, equity raising, it can be any kind of. Mukund says, I have no property in my name. How can you deal with the invest issue? I don't know if you are open to do a job. If you do a job in a startup, then they give you ESOPs, employee stock option plans. And many times, once the startup gets funded, these ESOPs they grow in value, and that's how you can make a huge return. And you learn also while working in a startup, and then you can use that money to open your own company. Somebody asked, can I give my LinkedIn profile? So I'm giving it again on chat. Somendra says, what is PMF? PMF means product market fit. It means that your pricing, your number of products, SKUs, stock keeping units, your distribution strategy, marketing strategy, everything is tied up. So that is what is meant by PMF. So for achieving PMF, companies they do research. They do secondary research and primary research. Primary research you can do very easily nowadays by putting uh, polls on LinkedIn, and secondary research you can easily do by using Google. So nowadays, doing this research has become very easy. Vikash Chaturvedi says on chat, uh, after 27 years of dedicated service in the offline world of Indian commerce. Just a minute. Yeah. The nation's most trusted brand in Expo Marketplace Digital. Okay, it is an Expo. It's India's biggest e-Expo marketplace. Okay, it's an advertisement for Expo. Very nice. Shamal says, can I mail you directly? Shamal, yes, you can mail me directly. I'm putting my email ID on chat. You can use that. Okay. Rupesh says, sir, I'm in pharmaceutical products marketing and distribution, having turnover 1.8 crore per year, struggling due to funds for expansion. How to go for pharmaceutical products marketing and distribution? Um, Rupesh, you have to see, you understand your business very well, right? So you create a business plan which improves the business, the business the way it is happening currently. So maybe you create a SaaS product. So there was a company which had come to me, Zomeds. They had created a SaaS product for pharmaceutical distributors, and ultimately they got some angel funding. Then there was a company which had come to me. Uh, they had used, in their retail shop, pharmaceutical shop, they were using uh, artificial intelligence to predict which customer will buy what kind of medicine. And they had the whole database of customers. So when a customer walked in the shop, they had facial recognition. So using facial recognition, they were able to get the background of the customer. Then they were able to get the location of the customer, where he stays, and the medicine history of the customer. And they were able to upsell and cross sell to the customer using that technology. So they were trying something new. So then they were also wanting to try robos in the pharmaceutical shop, so for finding the medicines. So you are saying you are in pharmaceutical products marketing and distribution. uh, you have to find a better way in which your business or other pharmaceutical businesses can run. Open a startup, create the right documentation, choose the right advisor, and then go to the funds and raise some money. Congratulations, Naman Sharma, for registering and starting your business growth journey. uh, then Vikash says looking for angel investors. Okay, sure. Let us connect through LinkedIn, Vikashji. I've already put my LinkedIn profile on chat. I'm putting it again. Then I okay. Difference in venture capital, seed funding, fundraising. I have already explained. Imran says I have an opportunity to take over an existing business in manufacturing of auto components. I would love to know how can approach for loan or how can see for investor. Auto components has a huge export market. All these ministries, they have export promotion councils, and these export promotion councils, they organize expos outside India, and they give you huge subsidies. So they will give you flight ticket subsidy, they will give you stall subsidy, so you can travel the world, take your auto product parts there, market there, and get a huge business. So I know of auto component manufacturers here in Delhi, and they are earning like amazing. The margins are amazing on the export side. So we are quite able to compete quite well with Chinese on the pricing also. So in your auto components, you approach your export promotion council, strike a friendship with them, and if you strike a friendship with them, they will give you subsidies. So once you return back from the expo, you can deposit the bills, and they will give you all the subsidies, and they will also give you a lot of motivation by awards, and in many ways. So that is one good way, Imran. Pradeep says, sir, I'm into B2B segment. My business is having ocean of opportunities. I am very happy, Pradeep, that you are able to find ocean of opportunities. It shows that you have a very creative and positive mindset and confidence. Yes, I can help you with your investment. Please approach me on email or on LinkedIn. Shailendra says, service provider companies are also eligible for investment, or it only applies for tech company? We are e-commerce service provider for if you look at the history, Shailendra, of Indian service sector, you will see it is littered with funding. BPO companies, software companies, and the funding availability is amazing. Uh, you seem to be a provider of services for USA, UK, and Europe Amazon sellers. Yeah, I mean, see, I think you have read about 10 Club. 10 Club company got $40 million in seed funding. $40 million in seed funding recently. And they buy out sellers on Amazon and Flipkart. And they had $15 million worth of letters of intent from sellers at Amazon and Flipkart. So before raising funding, they had done their homework. Naturally, your company will fit in very well with a company like 10 Club, and definitely it will attract a lot of investors. So you can approach me on LinkedIn or through email, or just approach me. I will try to help you out. Muhammad Madani says, what is the difference between angel investment, PE, and VC? Angel investment is through an individual. PE and VC is through fund platforms. They are venture capital funds or private equity funds. VC funding is usually small. Private equity is usually big, like 100 crores and so on. Imran, any discount is there for masterclass? You can ask the MSMEX team, they will help you out. Amit, we are a 4-year company, old consumer product company selling D2C model. Very good. Started from 2 crore, we have reached 4+ crore. You are not able to scale. Shall we consider for VC? See, I'll give you an example. Parley and a lot of other companies in FMCG space, they took 20 years to cross a turnover of 100 crores, suppose. And the same D2C companies, Licious, Mama Earth, Boat Headphones, they took VC money and they crossed 100 crores in 4 years. So what is your vision? Is your vision fast growth, or you want to grow slowly? So if you want to have fast growth, then dilute some equity. Don't see a lot of Indians, they keep equity by their chest. Equity nahi deni, equity nahi deni. They feel that they want to be 100% owner of a 10 crore company in 20 years. The foreigners, they feel they want to be 40% owner of a 1,000 crore company in 20 years. So your equity will have a lot of value in the future, even if you have less equity. So don't be wary of the VC approach. You are just diluting your equity and then achieving a business which you are presently not able to achieve. But you should have the good advisor so that you strike the right terms and conditions with the fund. Okay. Chetan says, I want to start job portal like Apna Jobs. Yes, you will get use artificial intelligence. A lot of these portals, they have a huge amount of data. So if you apply artificial intelligence in utilizing the data better, you can get funding. Then Sumendra says on Q&A, we already brands in 5 years. Brand value added to our valuation. So, when we estimate cash flows, naturally the cash flows are coming because of brand only. So we don't add brand value. But if we are going with VC method of funding, of valuation, then we add the brand value. And we also add suppose somebody has organic formulations or any kind of intellectual property. So we add that also. Shreyan says already into pre-owned cars business like Spinny and Luxury Ride. Now planning for pan-India expansion. 5 crore annual sales. So we have to do a valuation of your business to arrive at what will be the ideal valuation. But we work by giving our clients the maximum benefit. So we will go for the best valuation. And we will have to prepare a pitch deck, a business plan, and get the valuation done. All these three are made by my team. There are some pricing for that. And for going for funding, we have an upfront fees and a success fees. And we sign a 2 to 3 month engagement. And from the success fee, once you are paying me the success fee, you can deduct the upfront fees which has already been paid, so that it is not paid twice. You can approach me through LinkedIn or email or any such. So Mendra says, how is brand value calculated? So Mendra, please approach me through LinkedIn. I will advise you. Anonymous, I don't know what he's writing. I'm sorry. Surendranath says we have product for Hindu temples. It is a SaaS-based platform, connect devotees to temples. It is already earning revenue. Yes, Surendranath, a lot of our investors, they are from different backgrounds. Many of them are they are Hindus, and many of them are devotee Hindus. So naturally, they will consider this investment in the right light. Ultimately, a lot of factors play out in the mind of the investor. And if you are targeting a big market and using technology, which I can clearly see, so it will be eligible with some investors, not all the investors. Sushma says, hi, this is Sandeep. I'm into offline advertising. So you have to build an online business, Sushma. Sorry, Sandeep. And you approach me separately. We'll have to work on your business model. You have to make something which is futuristic. Ravi says, how do we appoint advisors on equity or something else? If equity, then how much should we offer? So everybody has a different model. Mentors you can take by giving them equity. Accelerators, incubators, you'll have to give equity. Investment bankers like me, we work on upfront fees plus success fees, and equity in very few cases, not in all cases. What is advisor equity? It means the equity which you give to the advisor. We are an online creative talent education, events, and e-commerce platform. You are into a lot of businesses, Ravi Mukundan. Talent education, events, commerce. I think it is some offering for some schools. So I have seen such companies, and we can work on your funding as well. Now on chat, Amjad Khan says on-demand grocery stores. We have two different platforms, one to B2B and one is B2C. Most of the transactions are COD. So Amjad, we will have to create your pitch deck, which is a 15 to 18 slide document. And we will have to create your business plan and do your valuation. Then we approach the investors. Now, when we are approaching the investor, we help you with frequently asked questions of the investors. We also help you with creating document for unit economics, and we help you with term sheet negotiation. Then we help you save time on the due diligence which is conducted by the investor. And lastly, we help you with shareholders agreement signing. So our help is all throughout the process. And you can approach me through LinkedIn or email or whichever way. Have a look at my corporate website also. There are some good videos there. Chetan, okay. Ravi Mukundan says, how much is the minimum traction? See, at least do 50 lakhs If you are doing less than suppose 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, it is very less. At least 40, 50 lakhs, 25, 30 lakhs, at least that range. Then how much is the minimum traction? Mujahid says my LinkedIn. Oh, I didn't give you my LinkedIn. I'm giving it again. Um, yeah. Okay. Loan facility not available on plots. Ravi Kumar Sharma ji, you are very right. Plots के लिए loan नहीं देते banks. So that's a problem. Captain Arjun Rathore. Hi, Captain. Jai Hind, Tushar Bhai. Jai Hind, Captain. I have infrastructure company. Had enough order flows. Need funding of 1.5 to 2 crores. What options are available? Tried banks, no luck. Suggest about private or angel funding. Angels will put in money in infrastructure company, and we can also take you to venture capital funds, Captain. So please approach me through LinkedIn. Utkal Property. I want to sell my real estate marketing startup. Uh, we will have to create a presentation. Then, in the different investors available in the market, many of them have their own private limited companies. So we approach the right buyer, potential buyer, and we sign a 3-month engagement for that. Mujahid says, if I have an idea and complete action plan, need funding support, you approach me, I will help you out. We do funding, we help in funding. Anthony Praveen says, can you delve deep on the VC concept? What kind of funding available? So basically, the investor will take between 16 to 24% of your company, 16 to 25% in the first round. In the next round, he will take between 10 to 12%. And in the third round, he will take between 5 to 7%. And so, you should keep these factors in mind, that in the first round, if you are just giving him 10%, many of the investors don't like it, so they will ask for more more equity. So what we do is, once we do a valuation of the company, we discuss the same valuation with you, so that we are in the same boat, and we understand the value which you are asking from the investor. And Rajiv Gupta says, I wish to know what are the most suitable sector. Rajiv, if you are starting fresh, look at D2C. D2C means direct to consumer. So in 2015, D2C sector was zero in India. Right now it is $5 billion, almost 40,000 crores. So you create your own branded products like coffee, like headphones you can import from China and do your own brand, like boat headphones, like Mama Earth, consumer items. So you create consumer items, do your own branding, have a warehouse, open your own website, tie up with a logistics company like Delivery, or there are so many, and do some digital marketing, and then sell your brand through your own website. Like Licious sells non-vegetarian meat through their own website, and it has become a billion-dollar company, a unicorn, in a matter of 5 to 6 years. So that is a exploding sector, Rajiv Gupta. You should look at that. And the next one is Ashish Balwani says, PMF and we have traction. At what stage, how much to dilute? When to go for second and third round? Dilution, initially look at 10 to 15% at least, so that you get good money for at least a cash burn of next 12 to 18 months. And in 12 to 18 months, you will again have to start looking for next round of funding. And I invite all of you to join the Power Series, which I just discussed. I will just show you the slide again on the Power Series. Uh, the Power Series is basically 4 sections. The overall topic is global venture capital. The first session is what do investors want? How do they structure the transactions? Second is what is an investor's term sheet? Third is how to create a pitch deck. Fourth is how to do valuation of a company. So all the important things covered in a Power Series. And 6,000 including GST, 6 to 8 hours, each session 90 minutes. So I will, you can have a look at the Power Series and register for it. I don't know where I was. Okay, Ashish Bilwani, I already replied. Nishthar says, what is the service fee of consultancy ventures? We take fees for documentation, and then we take a fees for funding, which is upfront fees plus success fees. So you can approach me on LinkedIn. I will tell you. Milind Kulkarni says, I'm in construction business for the last 5 years. What shall I do to raise 1 crore? So Milind, angel investment you will get. There will be some angel investor who will say कि मैं पैसा डाल रहा हूँ, I'm putting in money, and whatever we will make, because I'm putting in money, I keep the more margin from this construction which you will do. So project wise you can get angel investment. Dr. Karnav says, I'm into oral and maxillofacial surgeon turned entrepreneur. Manufacturers of surgical disposables. Very nice, sir. 1 crore revenue. So you are 1 crore revenue in 6 months. So annualized it is 2 crores. Naturally, you can look at valuation of close to 8 to 12 crores. And you will get funding. We can help you there. Want to buy existing business, maximum investment is 2 crore. Okay, Prathapan, we can help you. Please approach me through LinkedIn or email. Suresh Babu says electric vehicles, 2 and 3 wheelers. Yes, sir, definitely. Imran, thank you. Thank you so much for coming, for sparing your valuable time. Amol says, I'm into education service. My current TV is 1 crore. Interested to raise funds. EdTech is very hot, Amol. Please approach me. Mohammed 10 Club. Yes, 10 Club is the company. Club with a K, I think. Ravi Mukundan, we are online creative talent. Does this segment? Yes. We have to package it nicely. Ravi Mukundan, we'll have to package it nicely. Rupesh Velip says, sir, I'm into promotion of pharmaceutical products through medical distribution in medical stores. I understand your business, Rupesh. Venture capital fund might not put money in your business. Only angel investors will be looking to put money. Chetan Mani says revenue model of Apna Jobs. Suresh Babu says electric vehicle startup with experience. Yes, very hot sector. Sanket Munshi, we have a startup in bamboo modular housing. Seed funding of 15 lakhs. So you create your own website for showing the using AR and VR, visual reality and artificial reality, you will show how bamboo modular housing looks from the inside. Sell that concept using AR and VR, and you will, once you impress the customer, you are in a very premium kind of housing thing. So you can make very good margins in this. You can get funding also in this. Harsh, we have a recognized brand in the Indian real estate building products market. Okay, so we are already 2 o'clock. I will need to keep down the uh, the presentation, and all of you, you can. I will just put my email ID once more, uh, and my corporate website, and yeah, the link to register for the Power Series is also given here by the MSMEX team. And thank you so much for sparing your valuable time for coming, and it was very nice answering all the questions to you. And Abdul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Abdul, can you share the recording with me after this?
Sure, sir. I will, sir.
Thank you so much, MSMEX. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for sparing your valuable time. Looking to connect with you on Power Series, and whatever services my company can provide to you. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Pratapan. Thank you, Ravi Kumar. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.